Good morning. The Housing, Urban Development and Zoning Committee will be called to order for May 31st, 2022. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderwoman Davis,
Present.
Alderman Cone, Alderman Coder,
Here.
Alderwoman Boyd,
Present.
thank you. Alderman Narayan, Alderwoman Evans,
Present.
Chairman Boyd.
Present.
By present, you have quorum.
Okay. I'll entertain a motion for approval of the minutes, March the 10th, 2022.
Move to approve the minutes for the March 10th, 2022 HUD's committee meeting.
Second.
It's been moved and second. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderwoman Davis,
Aye.
Alderman Cone, Alderman Coder,
Aye.
Alderwoman Boyd,
Aye.
Alderman Narayan, Alderwoman Evans,
Aye.
Chairman Boyd,
Aye.
5 aye votes.
By your vote, you approve the minutes for March 10th, 2022. First bill we're going to take up this morning is Board Bill number 2, introduced by Alderman Page. Alderman Page, is he here? I thought I saw him.
Yep.
There he is.
I'm here.
Okay, Alderman Page, you're recognized on Board Bill number 2.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and members of the HUD's committee. It is my honor and pleasure to bring before you Board Bill number 2. And in the board bill, to give you a quick overview, we seek to redistrict certain properties on Monroe Street in the Old North neighborhood from F, Neighborhood Commercial District, to D, Multifamily Dwelling District. And this is for the purpose of developing single-family solar homes on this property. This is a project we've been working on for quite some time with the developer. A lot of thought has gone into it. And the Old North Restoration Group is in favor of it, that manages properties inside of Old North. Mr. Chair, I have invited 2 speakers to speak on this issue in favor today. If you would entertain them, please.
As you wish. You may present them.
First, Mr. Richard Gaines, are you present and available?
He said he had no volume.
We can't see him either.
Okay, I know Ms. Jessica Gaines had a conference call, but hopefully she will be
It's
okay. Since we're running into some technical difficulties, I will attempt to speak for them if it's in order, Mr. Chair.
go right ahead.
Thank you. What we're attempting to do on the properties outlined in the map and the description of Board Bill 2 is to develop a number of solar homes. Now, what does that mean? That means that these are going to be houses, and I'm going to give you a wide berth of square footage. They're going to range about 2,500 square feet, maybe as low as 2,000, maybe as high as 3,000. They are going to be market rate homes, and the entire rooftops of these homes will be covered by solar panels, and the carport or garage, the option of the buyer, will also be covered completely by solar panels. Now, what's the advantage of this? This is right in keeping with our green technologies times that we live in. These homes will include a battery pack that's in the basement of the home that can be charged, and then the home can run off of the solar energy to significantly reduce the electrical energy required to run the home. In addition to that, an option will be available to provide charging for us for an electric vehicle in the carport or garage. So we're building state-of-the-art homes that are right in keeping with the times that we're in. And we're getting these homes off the ground, out of the ground, and running as we're attempting to develop a number of types of housing in the fabulous Fifth Ward, from affordable housing to workforce housing to market rate housing. With that, I will stop and entertain any questions that may come from the committee.
Okay, well, let's see. I know one of my first questions is do you have a copy of the layout, some small presentation?
You mean what the houses look like and the like? Yes, that is available, but because of the technical issues that my speakers are having, it's going to be very difficult to bring that before the committee. But but we do have complete
At
presentations.
this point, I
all the way
cannot
down
hear.
to-
I don't know if I'm being heard.
Hello?
This is
Gaines?
Richard Gaines.
Mr. Gaines,
Oh.
we can hear you.
Okay, Mr. Gaines, good. I'm glad that I
But
was
he's saying he
explaining
can't.
that we do not have prepared right now. If Ms. Jessica Gaines can join us, we may be able to do a short presentation, but we do have everything down to 3D presentations of exactly what not only the individual houses look like, but also what the neighborhood looks like that will be developed.
Alderman Page, hopefully someone can sign in. What we'll do is we will just go to another board bill to buy some time and we'll come back.
Okay.
Is that okay?
That is perfectly fine with me. In the meantime, I will try to reach out to my developers.
Okay. Next
you.
board bill before us is Board Bill 31, sponsored by Alderwoman Middlebrook.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and members of the committee. Good morning. I hope everybody's doing well.
Good morning.
Today, Board Bill 31, this is going to be a zoning change. Zoning from the K unrestricted district to a J industrial district for the 33444 block 601 through 05 Athlon. So this can be used for industrial purposes. And that's what I have.
It's just a
And
simple
this is through
rezoning.
Green Street. So this will be, it's already industrial over there. So they're just
Mhm.
trying to expand their property.
Okay. Let's see if any committee members have any questions. Alderwoman Davis,
No question, sir.
Alderman Cone, Alderwoman Boyd.
No question.
I just skipped over the vice chair, Alderman Coder. I'm sorry.
That's all right, Chairman. Hey, Alderwoman, if you can answer this or I'll defer to zoning staff, did you say you're going from unrestricted to industrial?
Yes, this is going from unrestricted K to J industrial district.
And I guess what's the rationale behind that change?
It's for a facility for recycling and productive reuse of plastic waste. So they have two large and long vacant sites they're trying to combine.
I guess my question is then, wouldn't that already be allowed in the unrestricted zoning category? Why are we going from an unrestricted to a more restrictive use for this?
That I don't have the answer for.
We do have Mary Hart Burton, the zoning administrator, on, and maybe she can clear that up.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Alderman Kotar, the reason is this actually site involves 16 parcels. They own all of the parcels and 15 of them are already zoned J. And so that's why we're seeking to rezone this parcel to K so they can consolidate all of the parcels and build a new facility for their.
Consolidate them all with the same zoning.
Absolutely, yes.
Got it. Thank you very much, Mary.
You're welcome.
Nothing further, Chairman.
Oh, great, good question. Alderman Narayan? Alderwoman Evans?
No questions.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion on Board Bill 31 if someone would like to make one.
I move that we adopt Board Bill 31 with the do pass recommendation.
Second.
Second,
It's been moved in second. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderwoman Davis,
Aye.
Alderman Cone, Alderman Coder,
Aye.
Alderwoman Boyd,
aye.
Alderman Orion, Alderwoman Evans,
Aye.
Chairman Boyd. 5 aye votes.
By your vote, you've passed Board Bill number 31 out of committee with the do pass recommendation. Alderman Page, have you gotten hold of your developer? Okay, he may be on the phone. We're gonna move on to resolution number 19, sponsored by myself. I'm gonna have Zach from SLDC speak on this for me. See here? Thought I saw him.
Yes, I am, Alderman. Let me share my screen real quick. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
All right, perfect. The 403050 Semple, where we have, I think, a Berkshire address. Initial applicant was Terramac. They were going to rehab this corner parcel or corner part of the parcel here, where my cursor is. They're going to bring at least 50 jobs with an average salary of about 49,000 to this. They manufacture type of farm equipment. We also got Doug Rasmussen and on the call if he's going to talk after this too. But then later on, Alderman Boyd reached agreement with the developer they were going to also rehab the whole parcel and bring warehouse jobs to the facility also. So we're allowing 10 years at 95, a 2-base escalator. And Jake on my team is here to speak. Scores a 3.5 out of 5. One of the reasons the scores are lower is just a massive area. And when you do a massive area like this and with the initial job numbers for that one corner, and once the other jobs for the additional parcel come in, the score will go up. If you need Jake to speak, he's here also.
Okay. Can you stop sharing your screen for a quick moment?
Yes. That's that.
Having technical difficulties, Zach?
Give me 1 second. Alderman.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay. I'm going to have the developers speak and then we'll circle around with the committee. Doug, you want to speak? I've been communicating with Doug.
Sounds great. Thank you, Alderman Boyd. I'm Doug Rasmussen with Steadfast City Economic Community Partners. We're a St. Louis-based consulting firm that's also has, we have 6 employees in the city of St. Louis, and then we have 7 folks in other states. Margaret Ryder, who's on our team, is here with me as well. I'll turn it over mostly to Margaret here to add additional color, but the only thing I would just sort of add to Zach's presentation is Terramac. This is their first manufacturing facility, and they had actually hired us about a year ago to evaluate Indianapolis and Iowa and Illinois. And then the ABB building was kind of a more recent entry into the project. And then probably even more excitingly, the job count for Terramac is actually expected to be 75 jobs and about an average of 54,000 a year. So we think a great project to help repurpose the ABB facility, which is currently vacant, and excited to bring, industrial development to North St. Louis and to the 22nd Ward. Margaret, I don't know if you wanted to add anything.
Doug, I gotta do quick housekeeping real quick. I forgot we have this new rule. So I'm gonna do both you and Margaret at the same time. Do you both swear or affirm that your testimony is the truth, will be the truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Margaret, you can now go.
All right, I don't have a whole lot to add to that. I can give a little bit of a description about the company and the product. Terramac recently was acquired by CK Power, and they manufacture crawler carrier vehicles. Some examples are like dump truck crawler carriers that rotate 360 degrees, and they create utility trucks as well. Excuse me. They're the only US-based North American manufacturer of rubber track crawler carriers, and they focused on increased versatility and easy maintenance. Their exclusive designs allow for extreme customization to serve industries such as pipeline, general construction, environmental, drilling, utility, and mining. The trucks have the ability to travel through loose and wet ground conditions without getting stuck, and provide for superior traction for climbing rugged and steep terrain. That's basically it about the product. And I think that the developer has reached an agreement for a donation, and I may let Jeffrey Boyd, if you want to talk about that, or I can.
Sure. Has the agreement been prepared?
It's not been finalized, but it is in progress.
Thank you. Yeah. So I worked with the developer to do a community benefit agreement in an amount of $100,000 to go to the local neighborhood organization to continue their mission with housing development and supporting our seniors in our community. And very excited that the developer agreed to that. And it sounds like an exciting project. At the end of the day, bring a lot of great jobs, and I'm just ecstatic about it. So yeah, things are going well. Why don't we go around and ask any members of the committee if they have any questions? Alderwoman Davis.
I do have a few questions.
Sure.
Will the new hires be trained on the job, or are they required to come with a certain level of skill?
They'll be trained on the job, and a decent amount of those jobs will be accessible jobs.
Oh, that's good to hear. Do you have any work development organization that you're working with to help you find the employees?
We haven't started that yet, but we have spoken with the local workforce development agency, and we'll connect them with the company when the company is ready to start hiring.
Okay, you're talking about Slate?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, those are my only questions.
Okay.
Thank you, Alderwoman. Vice Chairman Coker.
No questions, Chairman.
Okay. Alderwoman Boyd.
No question.
Okay. Alderwoman Evans.
No questions.
Okay, well, since this is my resolution, I'll move that we pass resolution 19 out of committee with a due pass recommendation.
Second,
Previous roll.
It's been moved in second. Hearing no objection of previous roll, resolution 19 comes out of committee with a due pass recommendation. Thank you, everybody. Looks like we have Mr. Gaines. I just saw him. Mr. Gaines, is your volume working now? Mr. Gaines? Alderman Page, do you know if he was able to work that out?
I just spoke with him by text and by phone, and he said that he was on. I did not see his picture, but
I saw it
it was,
briefly.
I
Then
saw it. Mhm.
yeah, we saw his picture, and then he took it off. Was wondering if he can hear us.
Mr. Gaines, can you hear us? Mr. Chair, I'm going to thank the committee for its indulgence. And given the technical issues, if we don't see and hear Mr. Gaines very, very soon, I'm going to respectfully request that we reschedule.
There's his picture. Mr. Gaines, can you hear us? Mr. Gaines, you're on mute. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Now we can hear you too, since you're off of mute. Great. So what's back before the committee is board bill number 2, sponsored by Alderman Page. Go ahead, Alderman Page. Do you want to?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
We've got multiple devices active at the same time, which is generating a lot of echoes. So if everyone can reduce to one device.
Is the echo coming from Mr. Gaines or you, Alderman Page?
No, it's not here. I'm only have one active device.
Okay, it should not be. I
Okay.
don't think it's.
Mr.
Can
Gaines,
you hear me clearly now?
let me do it this way. Mr. Gaines, do you have a presentation that you can share?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Going out.
What's going on? What's going on?
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, I'm going to try and start. Can you hear me at this time?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Okay, my name is Rich.
Oh,
Point
my
of
name
order,
is
point of
Richard
order,
Green.
Mr. Chair, would you swear in?
Yeah.
the-
Yes, just getting ready to do that. Mr. Gaines, do you swear or affirm that your testimony be the truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Go ahead and proceed.
My
Again,
name
tell
is
us your
Richard
name, what you
Gaines.
do. Go ahead.
My name is Richard Gaines. I am president of Kendall Developments. It's a newer development firm. We've been in existence now for approximately 3 years. We have proposed the development of market rate housing for the Old North and the house where we will build the first house. We have a contract to begin building once we have met city requirements. That contract is with Justine Peterson, the organization. They have agreed to purchase the first house at a price point between $370,000 and $390,000. This will help us set a valuation for the future development in this area. We have just recently, just actually last week, contracted for 2 additional houses at the same price point, right at $390,000. We currently own 6 lots, and we are confident that we will be able to contract all 6 within the next 2 to 3 months. It is imperative that we start doing the building during the prime building season. The rezoning is critical to our efforts.
Is that it?
That is pretty much what we wanted to say. I can go further in terms of the nature.
No, that's okay. I just didn't know if you wanted to share a model of the homes.
I cannot show you one this morning. Our vice president is on another conference call that was planned over a month ago, and we could not get off so that she could show that. But I can say housing is all. It deals with essentially 2 new building technologies that are actually have been used. The newness is only because of the fact that they are being used together. All houses are solar powered, and they are built with what are called structural integrated panels, which provide a degree of insulation that far exceeds any in the state of Missouri. Because of the nature of the bill, the houses have special characteristics that have been proven and accepted by OSHA. The building process creates an environment in which water is very difficult to penetrate the basement level. It essentially eliminates things such as insects, particularly termites. And the houses themselves will be essentially 2,280 square feet each, 2 stories with a full basement. And depending on how a person wants to have them developed, they will be either 3 bedrooms or with the proper conversion or total conversion rather of the lower level, they can be as much as 5 bedrooms.
Thank you, Mr. Gaines. Alderman Page, will you be coming back with another bill for tax abatement or anything like that?
We will have another bill that or will go before Board of Adjustment for some variance on lot size, but I do not plan tax abatement. There are some infrastructure improvements, sidewalks, curbstones, alleys, but I'm working on another process through ARPA funds to cover that. So I do not foresee any tax abatement request at this time.
Okay, so since this is just a zoning bill, there's no necessary need to have any drawings. I just thought if you had some, I actually had a chance to see them when it came before the Planning Commission, and I would say, Mr. Gaines, it is a phenomenal project. I mean, it's just super exciting to see that project, and I can't wait to see the finished product. You guys have really put a lot of thought into it. I mean, when you talk about energy efficiency, I don't know if it gets any better than what you guys are trying to do. I love the fact that it's solar powered and generate its own electricity. So kudos to you for that. Kudos.
Mr. Chair, I have watched this project grow from the very beginning all the way through the 3D drawings of the presentation, and I am equally impressed as you are, if not more so.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion on Board Bill number 2. I'm sorry, I didn't go around and ask committee members if they had any questions. I'm jumping ahead. Alderwoman Davis.
No question.
Alderman Coulter.
No questions.
Alderwoman Boyd,
No question.
Alderwoman Evans. Okay, well, I'll now entertain a motion on Board Bill number 2.
I move that we adopt Board Bill number 2 with a due pass recommendation.
Second.
It's been moved and second that we adopt Board Bill number 2 with a due pass
Previous
recommendation.
row.
Hearing no
Previous.
objection to previous roll, Board Bill number 2 comes out of committee with a due pass recommendation. Okay, so that is it for board bills and resolutions. I'll excuse the alderman from the 25th and the 24th due to necessary absences. Anybody have any announcements? Okay, with that, the HUD's committee for May 31st, 2022 is now adjourned. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Chairman.
Thank you.
Thank you.